morning convoy. I'm here in Perry, Iowa today. I'm at the Tyson plant, picking up a load that's headed to Nashville, Tennessee. And it's about a 700-mile run, which is pretty dang good, and I ain't complaining about a 700-mile run. I'm hoping things down in Nashville are a little bit warmer than they are here. It's 9 degrees here right now. Nice and warm. But whatever, it is the middle of winter still, so can't complain too much. But I looked at the radar there in Nashville, and things aren't that much better. Still like mid to lower 30s, which is better, but still. Last time I was in Nashville last week, it was 60 degrees. That's what I was hoping for. Again, doesn't look like it's gonna happen. All right, so we're gonna hook up this trailer here. Get these airlines on there real quick. Couldn't tell you, it's good. Electrical connection on there. But it's very tight. I don't know if it's so cold or what the heck. Looks like we're good there. Nice and topped out. It's actually in this weather we're keeping stuff warm. Forgot, let me turn my four-ways on. That way you can make sure all my lights are legal. So they say in Canada. We'll get her. Giving her. That's what Josh says, right? We're giving her. Reefer fuel is good. Gotta make sure the seal number is correct. All these lights back here seem to be in working order, including that one. Gotta check your equipment. Make sure you're ready to roll. And yeah, gotta make sure everything's operational. Yeah. Still good, Tim. Looks like everything's good. Looks like we're ready to roll. Slide these tandems back a little bit, and now we'll be out the gate. So we just picked up 42,538,000 pounds of whatever this stuff is. 20 pallets or combo loads. They're just like barrels of meat, scraps from whatever they didn't use. I think they just throw into a barrel, which goes to making hot dogs and sausages and whatever other stuff that they just kind of use. Just feel like spam, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I know these combo loads, these extra pieces and parts, goes all over the place. They're not necessarily bad. Like, I don't know, a lot of people have this idea that these like scraps of the stuff they fill hot dogs with is bad stuff. It's not bad. It's just stuff they just can't sell, like this pork plant. They can't sell like pork chops or stuff like that. So they go elsewhere and they're using different products. So they're not necessarily bad or whatever, but they're just different. So we're off. Now I've got to go get this load scaled out. Make sure I'm legal on all of my axles. Feels pretty good, but can't always trust the old ass cat scale, you know? So, don't want another overweight ticket. I got one of those a couple months back. It's the only one I ever had. It sucked. It's the last one I ever wanted to have too. It wasn't good. Ended up paying like over $300 for overweight. So, I'm gonna avoid that from now on out. So here's my weight. Just weighed her up, and had a little problem here on the trailer axle. 840 pounds heavy. That was with my tandems that slid all the way forward, so not a big deal. I actually slid it 4 holes, which transferred 1,000 pounds off of my trailer axle to my drive axle, which means I am legal to roll now. I'm not even going to reweigh this. I know I'm good after I slid. I don't need to reweigh it, so off I go. Yeah, actually something happened to me last night, and it kind of made me pissed off a little bit. What happened was I was driving an I-94 from Wisconsin to Illinois, and it's about 4 a.m. So imagine at 4 a.m. right at the borderline. So I think we're just into Illinois, and I'm driving along. It's 4 lanes right there going westbound technically. It's south. You're heading south, but I think technically it's westbound. And I'm in the second from the right-hand lane. There's no one out on the road, just a couple of cars. And I look in my mirror and I see a pair of headlights coming up on me like I'm sitting still. I'm like, whoa, and I'm doing 55 because that is the legal limit. 55 miles per hour. So I kind of watching him, and he's right behind me, and I'm like, whoa, this someone's, I hope he's paying attention, because at the time I realized, I'm like, man, this guy like might hit me. I'm like, I'm screwed now, because like he's coming up too fast for me to just now start getting over. He's gonna hit me if he's gonna hit me. And like last second, this guy passes me on the left-hand side, and he's got like, he did have a nice truck. It was like a showed out like show truck, you know, Peterbilt 379 or 389 or whatever it was, long nose Peterbilt. Custom paint, even he was pulling a covered wagon, and it was all painted to match. Super nice truck. But what did he do? As soon as he got up on my left hand side, he had a set of train horns, and he got me with them. I jumped pretty good, and he was apparently he was mad because I didn't get out of his way. I mean, the guy was doing, I don't know, if I had to guess, I'd say at least 80 miles an hour. So basically he got pissed off at me because I was doing the speed limit in one of the legal lanes. It said trucks use 2 right lanes. Yeah, I was in the left of those 2 right lanes, but I was legal and there was no one else on the road. You know, but instead of just slowing down and getting around me, or if I saw him pulling up on me a little bit, you know, if he was doing maybe like 60 and I was doing 55, I would have gotten over for him. You know, that's a courteous thing to do, is to get over for drivers coming up behind you. It's a little bit faster, but not always, because I'm not gonna cater to another driver who's breaking the law that badly. You know, and I don't know, there's kind of, I know the newer generation of drivers kind of get it, and, you know, they kind of understand how severe these laws and rules and regulations are, and CSA and everything is, and because that's kind of what's been pounded into their head, even mine, even since I came in 2010. That's when the CSA was really kicked off, CSA 2010. But a lot of these older guys out here with so-called experience, they not all of them, there's a lot of them that do the right thing and they know exactly what they're doing, and they do, you know, a lot of them do the right thing, but there's still a good portion of the older generation out here who seems to think that the rules shouldn't apply to them, and they just want to speed around, and they just do nothing but make fun of people who's using electronic logs, and they claim they can't make any money on electronic logs, which is bullshit. I still get asked that a lot by people who watch my videos, that if e-logs are as horrible as people make them sound. No, they're not. You know, I don't know, you know, a lot of people try to be super truckers, and I'm sure I'm going to get a little negative feedback for saying this stuff, but I don't care, because it's the truth and it needs to be said. But I know how I feel when I drive 650, 700 miles. You know, I'm ready for some sleep. And, you know, there's a lot of drivers who claim they'll run, you know, 900, 1,000 miles a day, no problem. And, you know, those are usually the same guys that sit up in the truck stops, just one-upping each other, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of you guys have been in the truck stops and you've heard some of these drivers talking to each other, and one of them says a story, then another one has just one-ups it a little bit, and then another one-ups it a bit, and the first guy one-ups that, you know, and by the time they're done, they're just lying so damn bad. They're just one-uppers, and they just want to win the pissing contest. You know, same thing with those guys who claim that, you know, if it's not a long-nosed truck, it's not a real truck. I mean, everyone has their opinion and their bias on a truck, and I like the way 379s look and those W900s look and stuff. Yeah, they're gorgeous trucks, but I know a lot of guys that would say they would quit before they drive a Cascadia or a ProStar or something like that, and you know, I don't understand why. You know, yeah, I give a little bit of crap to like cab overs. You know, I came down to it, yeah, I would drive a cab over. I mean, I don't like the way they look, the style of them, but I don't dog them because I don't think they're a real truck. You know, some of these old school guys are, and I have friends. You know, I'm not picking anyone off in particular, but I've got friends with long nose trucks, and they have that opinion that if you're driving an aerodynamic truck and you're on E-logs, you're just some freaking dull-minded moron, swift rookie driver who can't think for himself. You know, and that's not the case either. You know, in fact, I mean, it's true. It is statistically a fact that those drivers that were running around in those long nose trucks, well, not just long nose trucks for this, but any driver who was running around illegal, not running E-logs and trying to drive 1,000 miles a day, you know, they're the ones that got into trouble, caused wrecks, killed people because they were cheating logs, that eventually got the industry the rules and the regulations that it has now. So you can thank those old school veterans out there who a lot of the time claims to be super truckers, like they know every damn thing in the world, but you could thank that whole generation of, you know, 10 years plus ago of drivers for the rules that we're looking at now, rules and regulations and everything. So thanks you old schoolers, I appreciate that. Like I said, it's not all of them either. There's a lot of them who do know what the hell they're talking about, but it's just, I'm talking about the ones with that general attitude that judge newer generation of drivers instantly before they even know them, that think that their long nose truck is just as efficient, if not more efficient, than these aerodynamic trucks, who don't understand anything about fuel mileage, who not only just don't understand, who refuse to try to understand even. If you just don't get something, you know, I'm not downing you, but if you're not even making an attempt to understand why things are happening in the industry, then yeah, this video is about you. So I just stopped here in Wayland, Missouri, this Flying J truck stop for my 30-minute break. Only got about 495 miles or so over to Nashville, where I'm delivering this load. So you can see that parking lot out there starting to get a little bit snow covered. It's real like flurry, yeah, that's what they call it, a flurry out there right now. Real light snow. Real it just kind of blows around and stuff. Not really a big deal, but I need to check my radar to make sure that I'm not running into something bigger, more severe than this. 641 miles down, I landed here in Oak Grove, Kentucky at the Pilot. Gonna probably wake up, I don't know, about 4 a.m. or so. Deliver this load at 7 at Nashville. I'm only about 60 miles out, so about an hour away. So if I wake up at 4, get rolling by about 4:30, give me plenty of time to get in there and checked in, and probably deliver a little bit early as well. Thanks for watching today's vlog. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe button. It helps me out tremendously, and it's free to do, so I would appreciate that very much. So I hope you guys have a good day, night, whatever it is where you're watching, and as always guys, run hard and get paid.